everybody, so today we'll be trying out a couple of things. Number one is the Glorious Face and Eye Primer, which this one is typically more for your face rather than your eyes. They do sell one that is specifically for your eyes, but until my order comes in for that, we'll be just using the little Try Me. Also, Moodstruck Addiction Palette number one. It comes in a magnetic case, so that if you throw it in your purse or anything, it doesn't come easily undone. It also comes with a mirror, and version number one comes with a variation of browns. So I have been using Elated, Sincere, Chipper, Forthright, and Zealous, and kind of staying away from the brassy and the swanky because they're more of a sparkly color. With my hooded eyes, you want to stay away from sparkly because it's just going to reflect the light and show what your eyes are all over again. The matte colors tend to hide my hooded eyes and make me look a little bit better. So we'll be trying that out, and then afterwards, we'll be trying the makeup remover cloths, Shine Eye Makeup Remover cloths. Like, these are like magic. Like Mulan, where she wipes like half of her face and it all comes off, that's kind of what these are. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and prime one of my eyes, and only one, so that you can see the difference between what the primer does rather than what just putting it on your blank canvas does. And when you're putting on your primer, you need less than like a third of a pea size. I mean, this is really, really how much you need. Any more than that is just going to make it oily and gross. So, and again, it's very, very small, just for one eye. And it does the trick, just that small. And there we go. And whenever you order the presenter's kit, if you ever do decide to do that, it automatically comes with everything that you need for the products that they give you. So it came with the application stick, with this one, and just a regular brush. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put a base coat on. And that's the lightest color, if you can't see. And I'll put it on both my eyes. And all of these products, they're so good at blending. Just all of them blend so well, more than anything I've ever tried before. And I've tried a lot of makeup products before. All right, almost done. And then a little bit on the hood. And the makeup style that we're going to be trying today is mostly for just anybody who has hooded eyes. Anybody who does not have hooded eyes doesn't typically need to do this, because their eyes already look like they have an indent. Alright. So there's just blank canvas. And you can see how much more it stands out on this side with the primer rather than this side with nothing. And we're going to start with Forthright. So this is like the second darkest color. For the crease, to make it look like there's not very much of anything going on with that hood there. And again, I'll show you on both eyes. And right now I'm just applying this to the crease. And then once you have it done, you can choose like a little bit of a darker color. So I'm going to go with Chipper for like a blender. And just start blending it upwards. And I like to go really high with it and then add the lighter colors below my eyebrow later on. I do my makeup really, really sloppy and then I go adjust it later on, and it works well for me. Everybody has different techniques. And then again, because I have the hooded eyes, these darker colors are going to make it so that it looks like my eyes are actually going in instead of popping out in front of my eyelids. So also what I like to do is with that darker color is go back in after blending and add it to the corner of my eye to make it do the same thing, like indent it a little bit. And add a little bit more to the crease. So that looks more circular. And now the primer that I added to this eye, it not only makes it stick out a little bit better, but it makes it last so much longer later on throughout the day. So now that we have those darker colors blended, there's that so far. I'm going to go back in with the lightest color that I used, that base color, and just blend it down from how high I went up. And then that way you can't really tell that anything was ever there. And then to make my eyebrows stand out a little bit, I also like to add that color more thickly underneath my eyebrows to give them more of that ability to stand out. Also, what I'm waiting on for an order is a brow pencil that will make these be less hideous. But for the time being, I'm using some old makeup that I'm just not too fond of. And then for the very corners of my eyes, to make them stick out a little bit, I use Sincere, which is kind of sparkly. It works very, very well for the corner of the eyes to make them stand out a little bit. Oh, let's not poke yourself in the eye. And like I said, guys, these all blend. They blend so well. As you can see already, you can hardly even tell that I had gotten it so high up earlier. And then I'll just blend that in there. And same thing with the other eye. With the other eye, you can't really see that lighter color as well as the other eye with the primer. And I did add the same amount of coats. And I'm never really one to take a lot of time on my makeup in the morning. I like ways that I can be very, very quick with the process so that I can just feel pretty and be done. So again, this process is usually just something that I have seen myself do, but not quite many others. Alright, so that's basically the top of the eye. That's how I usually leave it there. So with my hooded eyes, it now looks like I have an indent, like they're not puffing out like right above my eyelids as much anymore. And then underneath my eye, I have a very little crease line right here. I like to pronounce that so that it looks like a whole circle rather than like an almond shape. And how I pronounce that is, again, I use my shiny color, that Sincere, and I put it right along the corners. And same thing for the other eye. And then I use a little bit of, not too dark, but just this lighter one here that I use to blend for the very inner corners of your eye. And it makes it pop quite a bit better than it would have before. And I'm not sure how good my camera is acting for you guys, but I'm getting a lot of these little dust particles in my eyes and it's not irritating them at all. All these products are hyperallergenic. Most of them are paraben-free and gluten-free. Definitely all of them are gluten-free. Some of them are vegan. These products are very, very good for you. So they don't only look good, but they're good for you at the same time, which is why I wanted to get started with this business. And that is typically where I end for my eyeshadow routine. And then I'll go back in with a very thin line of eyeliner and my mascara, of course, to make my eyelashes look gorgeous. But for now, this is the difference with, again, the Mood Struck Addiction palette number 1. You can tell it's number 1 because it has a big number 1 right across the front. So as you can see, it's a little bit darker with the one that used the primer, and a little bit lighter than it was just normal. And my hooded eyes have gone away for the most part, and it now looks like I have an indent in my eyes. So now I'll show you what the makeup remover cloths can do. I'm just going to remove all of this beautiful work that I have worked so hard on. And we'll see. I'll show you the little Mulan trick. So just for the top of my eye, we'll start with the eyelid. All gone. Mulan. And for above the eye, all gone. Just like Mulan. I told you guys. It's all gone. That's just one wipe. One wipe and it's all gone. And under my eye. And there, just 3-4 wipes, you got one eye gone. Same thing with the other eye. And it's all gone. And now with the ingredients of these cloths, they do try and keep it as natural as possible, so it leaves like an oily feeling behind. So in order to get a nice clean palette again, if I was just about to apply makeup again, I like to just wash my face off real quick with a nice warm rag. And then you can start all over again. So again, these are all products from Younique. And again, the presenter's kit comes in a little box like this. All of the videos that I have posted so far have been from the presenter's kit and nothing more. I do have foundation coming on the way. And I actually had already ordered this lip gloss as well. Their lip glosses come with little mirrors, which I think is absolutely awesome. And they stay put forever. So this one is lucrative, and just for lip gloss, it stands out a lot, like a lip gloss almost. And that's just one swipe, just on the bottom lip. So that's the lip gloss. They're very awesome. Lip glosses, when you order the kit, come in these little trimies that have maybe 5 to 10 uses in them. And then this is a lip gloss. I have no idea how long it lasts for yet, but we shall see. So if you like any of these products, or if you have any questions, as always, I will post my link below or above, depending on which site you're looking at. And I hope that you check out the rest of my videos. Thanks for watching.